Okay, I am done with the setup. How's it going, everyone? Good to see you here, Swiggity. Good to see you here, Shovel. How's it going, Many Crocs? Good to see you here, too. Yes, sweetie. We are doing some Imperial Knights. We're working on one Imperial Knight, because they kind of take a little bit here and there. I'll move over to the other screen. We got that up. Hello, welcome. I am not... Ispin? No, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But, welcome. I look at your name and I feel like I should be making the sound to call a cat over. But yeah, I am doing an Imperial Knight. So, I do have an Imperial Knight army. And I have... Spoonspar. Huh. Interesting. I like the name. Spoonspar. But to continue for context, I reached out to like 3 of my friends to be like, hey, I need some... I wanted to challenge myself a little bit by working with a limited color palette. So I asked for 3 colors from 3 different friends for a different night. I have one that was earth themed, so that was blue, green, and browns. That one's pretty much done, even though now I'm going to add more to it. Some actual detail stuff, but base color wise is done. Another one, which I'm working on tonight, is royal purple, coral orange, and bubblegum pink. And yeah, I've worked on it on and off here and there on each one. The last little bit of work I did was trying to do this checkerboard pattern on this pauldron. I'm like stumping myself each time a little bit. I want to use a metallic or something for the actual edge parts, but I don't think any of them would look good, nor is that with any of the colors of this one. So I'm almost tempted to... I think the pink would be too much in between it, but I've already done purple for the checker. Oh, they're fun. I really do enjoy painting up my knights when I get a chance to. It is... a lot of like the things you work on with smaller minis, you definitely can work on with a larger one. Never say never. I started small and was actually making smaller checker patterns, and I realized, wait a minute, I should make it bigger because I'm working on like a larger model. So I am happy that I did it. Infernal Glow was too much. I think Lava Orange is the color mixture I need to do. But I think I'm going to fix the checker pattern, and then I'm going to sit back and think a little bit. I can always move to a different panel before finishing this one. Let's see. No, there's no water on that one. Perfect. Let's shove that one right there. I thought about getting like the stencils from I can't remember that company, but they're like something Goblin. Like, I've thought about doing it before because I want it for my own Space Marine army. I haven't done any decals on my Space Marines because I want to do stamps and everything with it. Plus freehanding, because I don't like the stickers. Never used them. I don't think they're gonna work well for me, so yeah. Snot Goblin. It was... Oh, no. Snot Goblin is the terrain one? I was gonna say, Snot Goblin does, like, the terrain stuff, and... I don't know what else. We need to go a little bit thicker. I know this is going to take a few layers to cover up properly, but I am okay with that. I mean, gold might work, but all these colors are very bright. Maybe I should do purple for the edge, or... No, Ando. The answer to that is no. I will not paint a Titan. I'm not gonna buy a Titan. Eventually, maybe, but I don't... I think you guys are too ambitious. Ooh, yeah, I could try that, Swiggity. I could try that. Yeah, going back to, Spoon. I've never used transfers, so I don't really want to try. Plus, I kind of like... I like the idea of freehanding. It works on brush control and a couple of little things here and there. Wait a minute, roasted dinner. You're making your own kill team. You said kill team board. Oh, and terrain. Nice. I gotta get around to doing that. I started that project a while ago, and I haven't worked on it since. I worked on the board and actually made it like a proper board and everything. I'm sorry to hear that, Spoon. I mean, at least you're using it to some benefit. Hopefully you don't let it limit yourself on trying a lot of things. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is starting to rain outside, and I'm very happy because it's been hot as hell all day. Ooh, I like that roast. That's a really good theme. This is the one I started with. What's up, Jack? What's up, Jake? Good to see you both here. Yeah, I am painting up a knight today. I am excited. This particular one that I'm doing, the pattern, I guess I should say, the weapon profile. I'll grab its chassis right over here. I know the helmet's for a warden, but I kind of go whatever I want to go with. I'm running this guy as a crusader. So I'm running him with the big melta gun and the Gatling gun. I'm thinking I'm going to add magnets to the bottom of these shoulder pads in here, so I can easily just kind of pop these off and change out the different weapons, because I still have one knight in a box. And that was the first one I ever bought. And I want to magnetize it. Or at least like make it so I can change out to different loadouts. I mean, currently what I do is if I need to switch their stuff out, I can change the arms around. But, yeah, oh, yeah, no, it's fine. Can I tell that to... Oh, there we go. Holy crap, that is the downpour now. Wait a minute, I'm going to read what Roast just had. Hey, Grim, how's it going? Let's see, Roast just said, there's a massive, more toxic chemical one. Well, more toxic chemicals going through the board. If you go above it, you would go through toxic cloud in the area. You'd have to roll a D3. If you fail, you get poison. Second one's abandoned explosives. If they blow up, you roll a 1d6 for damage. Ooh. And if you want to jump over the moat to get quickly to the other, roll 2d6. If you get below 3, you die. If you get below 6, you take burns, and you get poison for 1d3 damage. Ooh. And then he says, and if you roll a 7, you get poison. Anything higher, you succeed, but you lose movement depending on the number that you owe. If you roll the 8, you lose movement. If you roll a 9, you lose 3. Interesting. If you get a 12, you've got a critical success. Ooh, very interesting. Oh, that's good to hear, Grim. You'll finally, like, be rid of this hassle that you've been talking about for a while. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of layers. But I'm here for it. I do want to say I will continue with the Space Marine list. Just figured it'd be a good little break for myself and the channel to work on something a little bit different. But I also got to take a look and see in the 2K list what I have left to do. Because I think most of us already know it's not going to be a finished list. Or a fully finished paint list for a while. But other than that, it's coming together pretty good. Okay, almost. At certain angles you can see it. Like the colors underneath still. Up close, I can still see them. And, well, even from a distance. I think once I change up some colors, we'll be good. I know you guys messaging in chat, and I will catch up on your guys' messages. Just I feel like I need to focus on painting a little bit. No. Okay, we're good. Seraphon, if you're doing the Lizard Men, that is their name, Jack. I'm glad you could vent to us there, Grim. I might leave this blank. Maybe. I might do... So, I also, because they're knights, they have, like, sigil houses. I asked each friend, like, hey, what do you want for, like, your knight house sigil banner to be? This one, they wanted to do a unicorn. So I'm going to try doing that in the medieval style. Like, old tapestry painting look. And I'm kind of thinking this would be a good spot. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm thinking, though, I could leave it big and open and do the decal. Or I could do the other color. Maybe I'll do like a circle, or I could do some lines of the pink, and then that way I don't feel so bad about if I did this purple, because I think purple would look really good as the outer rim color. What's up, Taylor? I think that's what I'll do. Should pull out the white. Is that my good matte white, or is this my bad matte white? Might be my good one. Actually, I might have thrown both in the same spot, which is perfect. Cool. All good, my guy. All good. Give that a really good shake. Ooh, it'll definitely take a bit. But what if I did this bottom part. Now I'm thinking orange or gold. Like purple, gold would look really good as that metallic spot. And that might be the only bit of metallic I do there. Oh, what, your dream? I don't know. I'll give it a 25% chance. It's possible. It sounds really cool. I think someone's more apt to kit bash it than it'd actually be a GW model. Something I'm also going to do. While I have these colors, I'm going to sponge this certain color. Oh my lord, Jack, that is an interesting one. Would you rather have infinite Warhammer miniatures but never be able to take them out of the box? Or have the best gaming PC and never be able to play games? Oh my god, that's a difficult one for me to answer because I do like both would be good, but the drawback is so bad. Like at that point, infinite Warhammer models, I might as well just open up a Warhammer store and sell them. As like the PC at that point, that's just another thing I think I'd rather go with the gaming PC. That way I could still play Warhammer and get Warhammer. And I'll just have a different gaming PC. Ooh, I kind of like that pink and white look right there. Kind of a fan of that. So wait, I thought you were gonna say like the Exodite was gonna be the next faction and like bring up your dream again. Screw it. We'll do it all pink. And if I want to do white, I will simply sponge on some white. I'm thinking, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The thing is, like, I know it's going to be a, like, white, because this is going to be for the sigil as well. So I'm like, that's going to be predominantly white. So that will take that color there. I was talking with a Tau player, and I kind of want to see, personally, more auxiliary alien factions appear. Like, people play Crew as a full army. I don't want to see, like, Vespins become a full army, but I want to see more... Like, you can play Tau, but it doesn't have to be Tau. Does that make sense? Ooh, that'd be interesting, Grim. Grim's got a good suggestion. Like an alien faction out of the Ghoul Star system, which... I think there's a Space Marine chapter that is dealing with that spot. There is a lore reason why she is with them, Swiggity. So... Sweetie's talking about that alien in the, like, Red Corsair's character box. I think she's the bodyguard of Huron. I'm gonna do that little... spot right here. I want to do this. Yeah. I need to lay down more. I don't know much about the Nova Marines. I know they deal with the Ghoul Star and whatever's with them. Or in them, I mean. Let's... I'll keep using the sponge. I can switch to a different sponge if I have to, but this will work. I really hope this doesn't look weird. That's gonna be my fears if I put it on the model. It's gonna look really weird. But I think it'll be fine. Cool. I think for the helmet, I kind of want to do purple as well. They do. They really do got some interesting split color chapters. I think purple and gold. Even though I think it would be kind of interesting to do what I did with the other knight, the first one I painted up, and make it silver and gold. So it'd be like, they're all free blades, but they're all together because they got the same style helmet. But I think I'm going to just make this purple because I think purple will look the best. And then do gold as the edge color. Okay, and what if I'm those people, Taylor? What if I'm that person? In all reality, It's more that I dislike painting faces is why I think all Marines should wear helmets. But also, like, you're going in the battle and you're going to go with your face exposed. Granted, I know not all... I'm actually getting better. I'm getting better about Marines without helmets. Now that I'm like, oh, I can kind of paint a face. I think back to that, like, Eldar animation Warhammer did, where the Eldar just, like, chain swords the top half of a Space Marine's head off. I'm like, that's why you wear a helmet. You wear a helmet because that will happen to you. Initially, when I wanted to paint this army, I was going to do it fully with an airbrush. And then I broke my airbrush. And I had to find another way of doing it. So then I started using sponges. And I appreciate the sponge a lot more now. The makeup sponge is a very handy tool for... I mean, in general, I'm not the biggest fan of doing it on small stuff like my Marines and everything, but... Oh, same. When I first did it, I used a cheap $20 airbrush, and then I broke it. And I stopped working on my knights because of it, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I can do this and this. So we're going to let that sit and dry. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, Grim. Best of luck in all your endeavors. Yeah, we're going with purple. Purple's going to look the best with that. Grimathy. Is that his name now? Grimathy? Sorry, my entire arm is just in the way. Yes, that's his name. Cool. I'll call him Grimathy next time I see him. Well, next time he's here, I guess. green or red. Like a bright green, I think looks really good. Blue's another good one too. I'm actually gonna go with a smaller sponge. What's up, Coffee? Welcome to stream. Ooh, stop motion. Welcome. It's been a minute. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm working on some Imperial Knights. It's a good night. I will use a brush on this eventually. This is just to really get the main colors down. Excuse me, Ando? Excuse me? Not my choice of color scheme. I asked a friend for this. And this is the colors they gave me, and I'm working with what I got. That is the challenge of painting this. I know it looks like a Nerf football, but come on. I'm trying my best. Wait, did I say Sweetie instead of Ando? I'll say the next one I gotta do after this for color scheme is going to be... It's got one part that I'm like not sure how to do. They want me to make an iridescent, or no, not iridescent, iodized metal. Like that when you buy like a knife or something like that and it's got that rainbow color that they like trying to make, oh yeah, this is a fancy cool knife. It's rainbow colored, looks like burnt metal. Someone wants that as one of the third colors for their knight. I'm confused on how I'm going to do that. The other one's just like red. It's red black with that. And I'm like, what? What? I don't want a knife. I'm good. I got plenty. I got plenty of swords and knives for my late middle school to early high school collection. I don't paint. I just have a very, well, still do, but a big fantasy, medieval, the word is escaping my brain, fixation when I was younger. What does Mouse think of the color scheme? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm taking a step back and I'm looking at it. Oh, Lord. It's okay, we're gonna push through. I believe in it. I believe it's going to turn out okay in the end. LARPing is a thing. I never got into LARPing, though. I can see you typing coffee. How's it going, Darren? Good to see you here. No, I never got into LARPing. I recently, God, it was like 4 years, I went to my first Ren Fair. So I've been getting more into Ren Fairs and stuff like that. I might be interested in trying it, but not sure how it will go. I might just enjoy doing Ren Fair stuff and all that. I wish I did a different color than purple for the than the edge. You know, I want people to be able to see my models and know that, like, these are my models on the table. If you're ever at an event and you see a knight painted like this, then please say hi, because I'm the only one that's going to be playing a knight in this color scheme. We're going to actually look at more Warhammer events to go to. There's a big one in my area that I say big. It's a 2-day event, and there's like going to be 100 people. I'm thinking I might bring knights to it. Swiggy, no, don't do it to yourself. Don't paint a knight like this. You lose me. Why are you disappointed in me? Stop. Why are you? What have I done now to disappoint thee? No, I do not want to paint my Tyranids in this style. I broke the bit? Oh, are you talking about in Discord? Because if you're talking about in Discord, I was like waiting for your response because I have a response that I want to continue with. I mean, I could have responded when my other one in Discord, but I don't know. Now I'm curious, what bit did I break? His heart. Well, he broke mine first. Wait. I think stop/paint is a he. Yeah, it doesn't matter. How's it going, Chris? I was like trying to read your full name for a moment. The ATV you posted, I followed up with a video about the ship in the front. Just trying to coax. No, I didn't. I didn't catch it. I was also at work and I couldn't really watch the full thing. Damn, I'm sorry. I feel bad now for like not catching on and breaking the bit. What's up, Eternal? We're gonna bring this over because this is also gonna get purpleized. Oh, I'm wondering if I mean, I'll post the finished stuff in Discord for this. Yes, I am working on a knight. I'm doing a very bad... Okay, I'm making it into a bad color scheme. I wasn't intending it to be bad, but it's becoming bad. I'm making an Imperial Knight into a Nerf football, is what is happening. I mean, I have to work paint. I have to make the money to afford the Warhammer. How else am I going to keep buying minis to paint on stream? It does look good. Purple and orange do look good together. The problem is that the third color I got to use is bubblegum pink. So for those that are new... Actually, Chris, I do see you do approve because your logo is purple and orange. For those that are kind of new in here and kind of popped in, I bought Imperial Knights kind of like as an accidental army. But long story short, I reached out to 3 friends and asked each of them to give me a color scheme. Like, give me 3 colors, and I will paint a Imperial Knight with those color schemes. And one of them gave me the color scheme of Coral Orange, Royal Purple, and Bubblegum Pink. And I am working on the... Well, I'm working on that one currently. It is... I knew I was going to have a hiccup on doing the trim because besides purple would look best for the trim, but it is hard to make it look decent with pink. At least I thought it would be. So I was like, maybe I'll do a metallic, but I'm like, that's a 4th color. I can't do metallic. I will use metallic in some parts, but not all the parts. You're repainting your Catan shard. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Catan, I'm messing it up now, and I know I am. Necron shards always look really cool. I would like to paint one day. I'm not sure which one I do. I did see your post. I have not commented on that one yet. I will have to do that later. But yeah, I'm excited that you started that coffee. I hope it turns out well. Are you lying down on the floor? I will not confirm or deny that I have stop motion in the basement or not. I think I've used enough. I've seen people do orange Space Marines. But that is a color scheme I haven't seen much of. I thought about actually doing orange Space Marines. And I thought about painting them as traffic cones. Just like orange and white. Yeah, before I did my current scheme for my Space Marines, I was going to base the color scheme off of a group chat I have with some friends I do gaming with. We call that group chat Cone. And we find, like, different images of Cone and, like, send it to each other and all that stuff. And I was going to paint up, like, a bunch of Space Marines as cones. Make what? A blacklisted channel? Why would I make a blacklisted channel? I don't need a free GW kit. There is a Cone channel. There is one in the Discord. It's private. It's for me and my friends. We don't use it, but it's there. It does exist. No, you guys have your own gaming channel. You have plenty. I completely forgot what I just missed what Chris was saying. Chris said, yeah, there's one single minor chapter in orange, which is weird, but 1,000 red ones. Yeah, that is. I should clarify, we don't send each other, like, traffic cone or pics like that. It's when, instead of, like, asking, when are we gaming, we say, when is cone? And we send, like, either, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll find an image of a cone online, and I'll send that, be like, cone, question mark? It's just, like, a little inside jokes like that. Like, I think everyone has a group chat where they post, like, a weird meme or funny memes like that. What, Swiggity? I'm defying you, Emperor Weezer? What are you on about? What? When did Carl Weezer become an emperor? Maybe I should... Okay, going back to what Chris said a little bit ago. Maybe I should take some time and, like, make an orange Space Marine chapter. Although I've seen one person make an orange successor chapter for something, or custom Space Marine chapter, and it looked good. No, I don't think I would, Coffee. I'm not... I mean, Buff Pup makes, like, interesting content, but I'm not a, like, big follower or anything of that stuff. Buff Pup is a werewolf VTuber. Pretty popular one. I'm not gonna get much more into it than that. Well, actually, they do... I think they got, like, a podcast. They do gaming. I don't know if they make, like, not safe for work stuff. I think they do. Not really something I'm interested in. So, I don't know. I find Rose Doodle more funny than Buff Pup. But that's just me. Worst thing to say is someone on fire. Cheese! Just cheese and then walk away? Oh, wait. Okay. It took a second. I actually was thinking the actual food cheese, but maybe you mean, like, take a picture, like, say cheese, and then take a picture of them, which, ugh. What's up, Super? Welcome to stream. There we go. I know tomorrow I'm going to take this night out. Well, actually tomorrow I'm going to run my nights. I'm thinking I'm going to do... I might do a battle report on my game tomorrow. I've been watching a lot more of them, and I think it'd be kind of interesting to be like... I'm training to... Well, I am going to be training to do... like a big tournament. I'm going to actually start going to a lot more tournaments and stuff like that. And I think I want to take these guys. Yeah, I'm going to take them out for a walk so that they can go and purge the foe. What do you think I'm going to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. I'm leaving it be. Yeah, there's a little, like, fly. There he is. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Because I don't... Okay, we're gonna leave that there. No, he didn't lose it. Ando's the bug guy. He's our big Tyranid person around here, so... let's mix together this fuchsia and white finally, because I really need to do that. I'll make it a lot darker than that. Okay. Well, that's going to be the brightest I have. Now I actually need... Oh, Jesus Christ. What would mouse smell like? I think mouse smells like a freshly washed teddy bear. Like a good fabric softener smell. Like fresh laundry, that's what mouse smells like. He smells like fresh laundry. No. He will not smell like wall paint. I'm not letting you guys get high off mouse. Wait, Pate, you want me to do what? Take them out for a date or house water gun? Oh. Let's see, I think we can do a decent circle with that. Behind the shed? No! No! No, I'm not taking mouse out behind the shed. Oh, that's a name. Hello, welcome. I was talking to Swiggity about what he was saying, but... Oh, Flores. Oh, hello, Flores. We are going to... like that. I need to let that dry, because it is actually... not doing what I want it to do. Well, I'm glad you did. I hope you stay, but I also understand if you do not stick around. I am currently painting up a Imperial Knight with a color scheme that a friend of mine gave me a little bit ago, and I am suffering the consequences of that scheme. Oh, I enjoy the painting, and I'm enjoying, like, the process of this all the way through. Like, even though I'm complaining about it, I'm loving this deep down. This is what I asked for, so I wanted to, like, only work with 3 colors. So I asked 3 friends for, like, 3 different colors, each one for a different night. This one I'm working on, it's royal purple, bubblegum pink, and coral orange. So I'm working with those 3 colors. Orange and purple do work well together. The pink is throwing me off, so I'm not fully sure how that's going to work. Oh, Jesus, Chris, that's so many skulls. I find it fun. I'm gonna grab it. This is actually the second one I've worked on. I'll grab the first one. The first one I'm doing as a video. I've decided that. Let's get the first one out. Okay. He is tall. So the first one, which I thought was the easiest to do, and it definitely was a Earth-themed knight. So this is the top half. The colors were like sky blue, green, and brown. So I figured I was going to make a Earth-themed one. I do need to do a bit more work to him. As much as I thought he'd be done, I really don't like that I took the wash to it and added wash to it. It just... I will admit, all this was done in an airbrush, and I broke my airbrush from it. My buddy did name this Titan, did name this knight. I don't remember the name anymore. I have to look it up. But what I decided I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to make it look like all this up here is a mountain range. And I'm going to have like, so I asked my friend like, hey, send me like a mountain range that you like and like that you've hiked it before. So I'm going to paint up a mountain range up on here. And I might turn these a little bit in the clouds. Like this, I'm like, eh. It's just so shiny. Like I understand some parts it looks good on, like the shoulders and everything. It looks good, but up on here, I don't think it looks as good. But I liked doing the helmet a different color. Did I glue it on? I think no, I didn't. Chapter. You mean like what imperial or night house it's going a part of? This is all. I guess I'm doing Freeblade. I kind of wanted to make my own. Each knight I have is going to be painted differently, but they all travel together. Okay. Technically Freeblade, technically not Freeblade at the same time, if that makes sense. The idea that I have for these knights is I have one that someone else painted. I bought it fully painted, and I used it in my first ever crusade. Oh, you're all good. All good. I fully understood what you meant. So the idea is that in that crusade, I lost every single game with my Space Marines. And the final one I did, I bought a knight and I called it my last hope. And idea lore-wise is that the planet that the knight was from, like the system and everything, it got destroyed. So the knight did not have a home world. There's all these different Imperial Knight chassis, all that stuff. Good night, Paint. Enjoy the rest of your stream, and yeah. Well, enjoy the rest of your night. I will chat with you another time. So, the idea, and it started with the armigers actually, because I bought 2 armigers. I'll grab those 2. No. I went on crusade with Space Marines, and my very last mission, I threw in a knight. I had Lionel Johnson and a knight in my list. But I do want to do a crusade with knights. I have to look at the book and kind of go with it. But the armigers kind of spurred this idea. Now, these are my 2 armigers here. These are my actual first ones I've ever painted. Like, these are the first knights I've ever painted. Really like the scheme on this guy. But the idea I had was the Space Marines were like, okay, that is Mouse. He is the stream mascot. He is Mouse. Mouse is Mouse. Mouse is everything, and Mouse is nothing. But anyway, to kind of finish, the idea was like, cool, we have a bunch of these knight chassis, but no one can use it because the main knight family is only like one guy. or it's like his family and a couple of things. So the Space Marine's like, we'll give you a planet in exchange. If there's a mission that we cannot do, we will send you to do it for us, because we have other stuff that we got to do. And the Knights were like, well, I don't have a choice, but yes. So the Marines were like, here are some people from our home world that we think are going to be best suited running Knights. And for those that are new here, my Marines come from a very primal homeworld. It's mixed between Monster Hunter and Jurassic Park. That's the homeworld pretty much. So the idea I had is that these people that are running it, I wanted the primitive theme, so they add trophies on to their Knights. So that's why this has a couple bone horns on it. This one has a skull and a few other like little trophies. I also put some chains on and all that stuff. So this, of course, did not sit well with the original Knight family, but they couldn't really do much because these are people that are getting trained up in Knights. So now that people moved up to these larger Knights, they're expressions of the different families. They're all a part of like one group, and they all work together, but they're like the different houses, just like how back in medieval times there's different houses and the different clans, but these all work together. They may not agree with each other, but they're like, we gotta do what we gotta do and go off and do these quest stuff. So yeah. I did the green and red on stream. There is a stream where I painted up the green and red one. Eternal, what did you say? I've been getting into, CSGO 2 recently. I said to myself I wouldn't buy any cases or anything, but I saw they had a Warhammer sticker for weapons. Ooh. Interesting. I probably titled it like Knights or something like that. Oh. Sorry, I just went to Discord because Paint sent me something. Also, stock motion is Paint. That's freaking hilarious. I love it. I missed so much. Wait, I did actually send that to him. Holy crap, I forgot I did that. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. Sorry, I sidetracked myself. I don't know how to explain Imperial Knight housing very well, because I don't know it myself. The best way I could describe it is, think of it as like medieval Europe, where they had all these separate houses with sigils, and you would have like roving bands of knights, which were the tourney knights. Those are kind of like what the free blades are. Free blades are tourney knights. So they get together and they try to get glory and stuff for their household. And then there's some that work for a specific, like, house or, like, the king. So they wear, like, the colors of the main house. I'm glad I could help. Like, that is literally, I think, that's how it's supposed to be interpreted. Because if you ever read an Imperial Knight book, that's exactly how they act, is that medieval style. Which, by the way, I recommend reading Imperial Knight books. There can be some bland ones. There's two that I really like. One involves, it's pretty much an assassin book, but it involves, like, Imperial Knights. It's a really good read. I fully recommend it, if you get the chance to read it. And then the other one involves a person learning to become, like, pretty much his dad dies, who was the king of their planet. And he dies in battle. And he doesn't feel, like, worthy of becoming king. And I think, like, over half of their, like, legion of knights betray them. So then it becomes Chaos Knights versus it's not just you, Coffee. I'm kind of ignoring everyone. I'm having, like, I'm trying to explain and talk about things. But it eventually becomes, like, Imperial Knights versus Chaos Knights. It's a good book. It shows some of the internal politics between, like, knights and all that stuff. We're going to let that dry. No, Rome was not built in a day, but it did fall very fast. I think if you like history, you should really read, like, The Fall of Rome and kind of the fallout from that. I'm more of a medieval fan than I am a Roman fan. Okay, I'm gonna go... Yeah, Chris is very right. Pretty much Holy Roman Empire style knights. That is one way of doing it. Let's see, Coffee said it. I don't have much about my Imperial Knight lore. What I do know is that they're an agri-world that became feudalistic over time. The machines that were our agricultural tools became Imperial Knights. That's exactly what happens with a lot of, like, knights. Knights initially were sent out to... Oh, you said something. Okay, guys, question. My girlfriend's birthday is coming up, and I need to buy her something. I really hope I could get her into Warhammer with me. Do you think I could buy her a set as a present? You could do Age of Sigmar, which is Seraphon. What I would more recommend, Floris, is don't buy her any models. Have her play a game and see if she even enjoys playing. Probably build and paint some models with her too. Because if she does enjoy like the building and painting part, you can then push her into doing the rest. Eternal is also very correct on what he just said. I heard it is a mistake. Oh god, isn't there like... There's a history guy who got his wife and his daughter into Warhammer, and he's not regretting it? I think his wife is into Drukhari. And his daughter likes Tyranids. He's a really good history channel. I like his shorts are very interesting. Yeah, I like his nice stuff too. I've been seeing a few other people oh god, I'm trying to think. I can't remember one guy, but there's one guy who he's from Australia. He sounds very fabulous and has immortal vampire energy vibe. But he's talked about like some knights from history. I started re-seeing one of his series about like the longest living serving knight. That sounds like a plan, Floris, because at that point, you're first starting and doing something like out with her, all that stuff, and she might be a little bit annoyed that you took her to a Warhammer store, but you can explain to her like, hey, I want to do this thing with you. I enjoy it. I want to spend time together, and I think you might enjoy it. Let's do it together. But I will say, it's your relationship. You do what you want. I say this sounding like I'm giving advice. I have been happily single for most of my goddamn life. I do not need a relationship. Every single one around me. I'm trying to think if I really want to swear on the channel right now or not. I don't know if I do. I mean, I'll admit, deep down, do I want a relationship? Yeah. But I see, like, everyone that I thought was in a good relationship or a decent one. It's kind of gone south. And really, I just need to focus on what makes me happy and do what I enjoy. Sometimes I have a random bit of advice. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times, I appreciate that. I will fully know whatever you think I am probably the complete opposite of. Okay. What's going to happen a lot, and I'm going to This will happen if you keep coming on the channel more and more. When you guys say I sound like a good person, pretty much all this positive stuff, I don't want it to go to my head, so I will instantly start bouncing it with something negative or being like, nah. I don't want to have an ego. I've seen what having a very large ego does to a person, and I don't want to be like that person at all. I still love that person. They are a family member of mine. I love them. I respect them. I'm just seeing them suffer. I think they're suffering from the consequences of having that. I've also seen other people who do get a big ego. Eventually everyone falls. I'd rather not do that. No, I bully Paint. I bully Paint for his great deals over in Europe. Florist, it's okay. Say whatever. You can't say whatever you want on the channel, but I'm just more explaining for myself on why I say what I say. It's okay to think or say a certain thing if you think that way in this channel. It makes me happy that you guys want to say that and keep saying it. I just wanted to explain why I've always like brushed it aside. To go back to what Swiggity said. Is Swamp Mouth green because he eats green apple candy? No. It's honestly, I don't know why I did it green. I think I just like green. Hey, Cry, it's been a minute. Welcome. I'm sorry that if you came into something a little bit weird or all that. We're all good. I hope you're doing well. By the way, I don't know if this is the first time I've seen you in stream since the art competition finished up, but congratulations on winning the art comp. I was looking forward to seeing yours all the way through because you had the, I think, coolest idea for a model. For those curious, I did a art competition in my Discord. Some people here took part in it, all that stuff. And Cry did a Kit Bashed Inquisitor. They put it on like a Sisters of Battle walker, and it stood on the plan like raising and all that stuff. It was really cool. You did good, Ando. You did do good. There was a lot of confusion we felt from your entry. Don't get discouraged you got last. I'll say this in general. Don't get discouraged at all for anyone that took part. Everyone did amazing things. And we're happy. I'm happy you guys took part. I want to say it for a fact. I'm happy you guys took part in the competition and all that stuff. Thank you. Yeah, the colors. So, for like the 5th time that Ando's fine. I'm gonna let Ando thing slide by. But thank you, Swiggity, for catching it. Oh yeah, I have a couple nights. Friend of mine, I've asked a few friends for color scheme options. Each of them gave me 3 colors, and I painted a night up on each of those colors. This friend wanted me to do a night painted up in coral orange, bubblegum pink, and royal purple. That is the color scheme for this night. I'm having an interesting time figuring out all these colors. I wanted... Hey Tyler, welcome to stream. Coffee. Even if swearing wasn't banned, I still wouldn't hear because YouTube will slap you for swearing. Yeah, that's true. They fully will. Oh, there's a few people that I have to like actually read their names out and everything. Well, Flores, I'm glad you enjoyed the content, and yeah, if we see you in the future, we see you in the future. If we don't, we don't. I hope you go out and you make something awesome. I wanted to limit it. Okay. When I came up with this idea, I was watching a couple videos on people like testing their skills by limiting their color palette. And I wanted to do that for myself. Like, what can I make with a very limited color palette? And so far, this is what we've come up with. For the house sigil, I need to paint a unicorn on it. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one on the shield. I'm going to do it in a medieval style. At least try to make it look like a medieval style unicorn. Oh, I don't think anyone noticed. I'll grab the bottom of the first night. So, you see that little axe guy and the little bird thing there on the flag? That is the sigil for this knight's house that my friend asked me to do. With I was expecting a flamingo. I don't know what I was going to expect. I thought... Honestly, I don't know what I was going to expect. I don't want to give away too much personal information about the friend and all that stuff. I thought that was a dino. No. If it's a weird piece of art, actually. It is like a weird bird creature who has a hand for a head holding an axe. Well, good night, Coffee. We'll see you in the future. Yes, birds are dinosaurs, but this one was very interesting. So we still got a little bit on the music before random ad starts playing, so yeah. Eight legs on a wheel? That sounds like a Japanese yokai. I usually say this for the end, but I'm gonna kind of spit it out now. If you are enjoying the content and want to, you know, be a little bit more part of the community and stuff like that, I do have a Discord. It is completely free to join. It is in the stream description and in the channel description. It is completely free to join. It is not just Warhammer. I want to see all hobby stuff that people are into. Because eventually it's not just Warhammer I want to do on the channel. I want to do, I want to get back into blacksmithing, cosplay, all that stuff. Cut that. Music good now. Put that back on. How are we doing on stuff? We are doing good. Oh, I will see what you were talking about there, sweetie. That is weird. Oh my lord, that is weird. Sorry, I looked back up at what someone painted, or not posted earlier. I'm still chuckling at it. I gotta be careful when I message people out of Discord. Ooh, nice. I look forward to seeing it. You don't have to share it if you want to, but I do want to see it. Now I'm curious if you did it in non-metallic metal style. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Well, I hope you enjoyed it all the way through. Ooh, you're building up suspense. We like it. We like it. No! I just touched a spot and it is purple now. No! No, 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 no! I don't want that purple. No, that dried on. No! Oh, jeez. I looked over my oranges spread. That'll work. It is, because you can kind of see like the darker orange spots. Those are lines I covered up that were initially purple. So it takes a lot of orange to try and at least hide it. And I have to brine up that orange again and do all that stuff. Ooh, I haven't had barbecue in a bit. I've been making more chilies. I think I've been making chilies, though. I'm not sure. I've been frying up jalapenos. Got some jalapeno sausage. Fried up with it with an onion. And added in baked beans with tomato sauce. This one I did corn. I know some people say chili doesn't have corn in it. Or some other things in it. But, like, you know what? I don't care. I'm throwing in corn. I want corn. Oh, you thought it was shading? No, no, no. It was literally one color trying to cover up another. I am talking about food? No, all good. Hey, if there's certain foods you don't like, you don't like it. I'm not gonna say like, oh, this food's the best. I haven't had any... Okay, it's been a while since I've had good Italian food. Now I'm craving chicken parm. I had a decent chicken parm sandwich a bit ago, but not like a good actual pasta one. Careful, sweetie. You speak his name and he will appear. Oh yeah, I have seen... Okay, I haven't seen his stuff. I like, what are you talking about? I saw someone do like a summary on it. Yeah, he did like a chicken parm episode, right? Wait a minute, hold, okay, I just read up on what Karai just said. Somewhere in parts of the country, people eat their chili with cinnamon rolls? What? I mean, I guess, like, mentally I thought, yeah, you could probably add cinnamon to the food as some sort of flavoring, but, like, what? What's up, Marcus? Good to see you. I know you guys are chatting in Facebook, and I'm not part of that. Let's see, Chris said, I made some English steak pies recently. My friend, all Italian, of course, never seen them, but they loved it. Ooh. There. Keep that off for a moment. I think I would too. My question is, like, is it with the cream cheese frosting or no? I just read your message, Marcus. I'm shaking my head in real life. What the fuck, James? Well, Mark, I will say, if you want some netherite, I did steal it from you a little bit ago. You have netherite armor and I think a diamond tool. in the museum I was building. So if you do need something, you're welcome to go to the museum and take it off the shelf. Yes, because so this is a little bit of a change. Yes, I did. So, quick little thing. Muffins is a friend of mine in real life. We're on a Minecraft realm together and all that. And I decided I was going to build a museum. And the idea is that I am the Great National British Library. Or no, I'm pretty much the British Museum. I go around and I take things from people and I say, oh, this is a archaeological thing. This is now a part of our museum. You cannot take it back. Yes, I am. Mark, you're welcome to join on Discord if you want to, like, chew me out. I fully give you permission for that. I think currently, if I was to get on, I'm at your new place. That was a good question. What is my lore? I don't know. Well, good night, Mark. Get some rest, and I'll be on at some point again. We will play Zomboid again at some point together. I know that's not the biggest thing on this channel, but we've been playing it and it's been fun, so. I've talked about myself before. I've given the most interesting information about me I've given to you guys before. It's in past streams, like. It does exist. Can I leave that though, and then I take this and just mix it together? Yeah. Nah, we're gonna leave Mark be, I've known Mark since elementary school, but the man's gotta sleep. He lives in Austria, and it is probably something in the morning for him. It's been over 20 years. We met each other in 2nd grade, so 21 years, I think. I'm giving away more information than I probably need to. What were we talking about before? Ooh, s'more. S'more sound good. What's up, Clownfish? Yeah, we were talking about cinnamon rolls where they don't belong. I'm curious about the cream cheese fit. Like, is the cream cheese frosting... Is it just a full cinnamon roll and then chili thrown on top of it? I have questions. That's okay, Clownfish, if you didn't see it. It's all good. No, because I don't like... Well, I'm not a baker, so I'm going to say no. To give context, Clownfish, we were talking about food earlier, and Cry informed me that some people in the Midwest, when they eat chili, they do cinnamon rolls with it. Oh, you don't know what cream cheese frosting is? Okay. So, Clownfish, do you know what cream cheese is? And I'm also going to assume you know what frosting is, right? Okay. It is... It is frosting mixed with cream cheese. Not like a whole block of cream cheese. It's more frosting than cream cheese, but it's... Usually when you buy frosting, at least the stuff I'm thinking of, it's very... It's a lot more thinner. It, like, spreads really well. Cream cheese frosting is a bit more of a plaster texture. Not like eating it, but like when you scoop it out and stuff, it's thicker. A lot of people will use it as a filling. It doesn't sound good, and it actually is good. It's sweet, it's creamy. People will do red velvet cake and cream cheese frosting. It's also really good if you're building a cake and you want to put the layers together. You do the cream cheese frosting because it will act more... I guess I want to say it'll add structure to it. So... I think cream cheese frosting is what they use for cinnamon rolls. But I could be wrong. I don't really know. Okay, going up to what Eternal said earlier. What do y'all think is the best dessert? I have one dessert that a friend of mine made that if I ever get married, it has to be the damn wedding cake. It was that freaking good. But I also think a mud pie is really good. And I know that sounds weird, but a mud pie is literally coffee ice cream with chocolate graham cracker crust. I also think a lemon meringue pie is really good. And banana pudding is really good as well. I need more purple and the white mixed together. Ooh, that sounds good there, Chris. There we go. I think by the end of this, I'm going to have to change the paper out on the wet palette, but I have a decent... I don't think I've ever had Belgian waffles before. Your grandfather had a car to Waffle House? I guess so. I guess he did like Waffle House, huh? Ooh. Creme brulee is good. The first time I ever had creme brulee was in France, and that was very good. Personally, I wish creme brulee came in a bigger container, but I also understand with what it is and how they make it, they can only do it so large. What do we think of that? How's that look so far? I do need to do some stuff here, but... And I gotta finish fixing the squares and a couple of little things, but... I think that has gone well so far. Ando. Ando's only the one that's the most critical. No, it's okay. Be honest. Like, I want you guys to be honest with it. Don't just say it looks good or it's nice because I'm streaming and you want to be nice. Be brutally honest. If it looks bad, it looks bad. I'm full sending going with it the way it looks. It's okay to be mean. criticism is how pink is too bright. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it is definitely... It's the one color that I think doesn't fit out of all this stuff. I might have to mess with it and find some way of making it work a bit better. What if I mix the pink and the purple together? What does the shard look like? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Okay, Catan shard. Boys, he did it again! Eternal made something that looks amazing! Hold on. Hold on. We are going to... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that was wrong. This is what I need. Properties. Browser. Okay. Because y'all deserve to look at something better than what I made, this is what Eternal posted in the Discord. Look at it! Look at how amazing this is! I'm gonna zoom in more. That looks so nice! Ando, you said it needs more bug, but... Well, I guess Scarab Beetles would work. What? So, this is not my work. I'm gonna grab the... Why are we even doing comps? Because we want to get as good as Eternal with painting. Here we go. Like this is how I want to be one day with painting. This is chef's kiss good. Very good. We'll make it hideaway now. So, Clownfish, funny that you mentioned that. Eternal was one of the judges for the art competition. I personally wanted Eternal to be a judge because if he competed, I knew already that he would be number one. So I wanted him to, one, not compete, but also I want him as a judge because I really appreciate his opinion. It was Eternal and Paint were the judges. I don't know if they'll be the same judges again. If they want to be judges again, they're welcome to be. If they don't, they can let me know. I'm gonna look at the other guitar real quick. And you're doing this now? Oh, what the... What did Swiggity send? Both are very good. I saw it. I'm gonna have to tap on it out of stream and go from there. Well, welcome back to the hobby, I will say, and also welcome to stream. I think a lot of people kind of crap on brushes, or not brushes, sponges. These actually are doing really well for what I want them to do. Is it Vil? I think it is Vil. Well, that's kind of like what I'm seeing happen here. It is doing so much. This night, I have its chassis right up here. I am running this guy as a Crusader. So, he runs with the big Melta-Flamer and the Gatling gun. This guy has wiped out tanks and squads. Oh, we're happy to have you here, Vil. We're also happy to have you here as well, Frontline Gaming. For those that are new, I know I've explained this a little bit before. I'm doing a little bit of a challenge. I accidentally put myself into doing a knight's army a while ago. And instead of like using the same paints I had and all that stuff, I asked 3 friends for 3 colors each. And each of them gave me a different theme and color scheme that I'm trying to work within for the colors. So this one, which I know it is very odd, the colors are pretty much orange, purple, and pink. So royal purple, bubblegum pink, and coral orange are the colors. I'm trying to get it the best I can with those colors. And kind of seeing what I can come up with. I probably could be mixing and blending the colors a bit better together, but eh. I think you should. I think the wings are a little bit too dark, Eternal. Because this is me personally. I like the brass more on the older model for the wings than the current ones. But I think if you make the wings look brighter, the blue will help with the wings there. That's just me personally. Yes, Ando, you have been here before Mouse and all that stuff. Ba 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 ba. I am currently... So this is for my Imperial Knight list. I have a 2,000 point Imperial Knight list that I have been running recently. But the other army that I also do is a custom Space Marine chapter. Let's see. I think I literally put models away off my desk, so I can't just grab my Space Marine models. But Imperial Knights is what I'm working on currently. What are you doing in Discord? Hold on. What are you all doing? There, I voted. I think I'll tell them about it when I'm painting them, Ando. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not painting that army currently. So, you can sit down and not worry about me going on a spiel about them. Don't worry. Oh. Let's mix these a bit more together so I can get my... brighter color back. There, that's what I'm looking for. Get that all tidied up. But on that, for all that are new here, I hope you are enjoying the content, and yeah, I'm happy to have you all here. we've had a few Black Templar people here. Not many Grey Knight. I feel bad for Grey Knight players. You guys still have... You need an updated model range, to be fully honest. Your models are so out of date. I didn't realize how bad it was until, like, seeing them in person and seeing what people have to do to, like, just get a nice looking army, pretty much. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can fully kit bash. There's one channel, which I think we talked about it before. Thank you. That's the first time I've ever done that. So, I appreciate the praise. Also, welcome to stream, Nerd Hammer. God, I don't remember the name of the channel that did the kit bash. I think if you do Grey Knights, you should look into what they did. Oh. I played with Grey Knights once. Actually, I used Imperial Knights and I was teaming with Grey Knights, and I was going against Space Wolves and Chaos Demons. Oh boy, can Grey Knights pack a punch. I think so? I can't remember the name. I'll see the channel and be like, oh yeah, it was this. What did I do? I'm still not fully sold on the pink. Yeah, he did do a Dread Knight. Oh, that looked really cool as well. I'm like remembering all these things. I need to find the other leg for this real quick. Yeah, that's the fun part. I haven't even done the legs on this guy either. That's a black one. Okay, I found his legs. What do you mean by army calculator? Oh wait, do you mean the app? There's his other leg. I think it's a little browns, and it probably wouldn't look as good. Eternal, it's all good. You're good. I was just looking at it, I'm like, it's very silver. As like the other one had color that caught my eye, your new one has a lot of silver, and some parts catch the eye, some parts don't. But this is me as a person. You're a way better painter than me. If you're happy with the model, you do it. You do it as you need to. Ah, new recruit. Okay. Personally, if I was to... Okay, I do use new recruit, but I only use it on the computer and if I'm going to play on Tabletop Simulator. I can't figure it out on my phone, so I think new recruit is better to use on the computer. If I'm making lists on my phone, I use the Warhammer app itself, because that is the most up-to-date app all the time. Yeah, the gem looks really good. I didn't realize it was a gem until I like saw it a bit closer, and it like had like a bit of a rainbow effect on it. Let's see if I can get... And I don't know if I'm cheating or not, but I am using another color. The other color I'm using white. And I feel like that's okay to use out of these for mixing and everything. Yes, I do. I do play the tabletop game. I have so many armies that I feel like I should just play the game. So I play it. I get my butt kicked. I have fun. I go home and I go to sleep. That is, like, actually tomorrow, my local game store is doing their Warhammer Day. So I'm going tomorrow to play some Warhammer. Ooh, that is way too bright. I think I picked up some pink out of that. And now I'm curious. I'm going to mix some of this purple and pink together. I think I've done 2 streams of playing on Tabletop Simulator here. How much pink do I have there? Oh, I do have a good amount. Okay, good. We'll mix those 2 together and see what I can get out of the purple. Let's stick that there. Stick a little bit here. I'm going to take this pink and just... I've seen a lot of people play Packbound Zealot, but I think it also depends on what your list is and what type of disposition you want to try doing. That's what I'll say. Which I'm open to hear what people say, because my buddy plays Chaos Space Marines, so I kind of want to hear what people say as well to this. I will say I'm not very knowledgeable in Warhammer. I've only been like 2 years into the hobby, and I'm like just understanding. Oh, that pink was so much better to add. That's adding a bit of warmth to everything. It was good to see you here, Cry. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. No, the pink circle is where the knight's like chapter symbol. That's where the whole unicorn thing is going. Stand up for a second. I've been sitting for so long, my legs are not liking it. Okay. Probably should have said this earlier. If you haven't, stand up, stretch your legs, get a glass of water, do all that. Because I've been sitting for almost 3 hours. Oh, jeez, yeah, I gotta think about calling it here soon. As much as I kind of want to, I am enjoying it. Okay, So that is white and the pink on top, and this is just the white. I think the pink is a much better color. Well, good night, Swiggity. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's mix these two together again. Oh, I don't know how much longer I'll be on for, because it is almost, well, it's 9:45 p.m. EST, and I gotta work in the morning. So, we'll see how much longer I'm on. If y'all want to be notified a bit more when I actually do streams and stuff like that, whenever I do start stream, I throw a @everyone in the Discord. So I say join the Discord to find out when I stream next and keep up to date with it. Oh geez, Clownfish, you gotta get some sleep there, bud. How many Europeans do I have in this channel? Ando, you're not doing the census like you should be. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. I shouldn't be surprised. It's Warhammer. There's a way larger European crowd than there is a American crowd here. All Europeans. Oh god. Well, I'm glad this American can sit here and entertain you guys for a little bit. I do appreciate having you all here. Oh damn, all the work I'm doing on the top of the mask you're not even going to see? No! I don't like that. I want to be able to see my work on the... Is this on? So... Oh man, I love eating a whole cucumber. They're so good. Especially if you can do like salt and pepper on it as well. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I just want to see how this is looking. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, besides the pink, this actually feels kind of good. I love this. Oh my lord. Sorry. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the orange and the purple and all the sponging and everything, and I'm like, I just got the stupidest grin on my face right now. I am so happy. This guy. You are the most... I still gotta do all the, like, orange. I gotta sponge on the orange. Different colors, too. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, Ando is right. It is getting late for me, and I probably should end things. I wish I could stay here longer. I do want to stay on here longer. How's the pink look? That's going to be interesting. It's definitely a spot to catch your eye. Oh no, no clownfish! No, all that work! Oh, I hope you can find a way to, like, salvage it and all that stuff. Okay, hey, Vil. There is a cheaper option. If you can go online. I don't think in the... I don't think in Europe they have a Target. But if you can go on eBay and find the Dawn of War box, it's a board game. It's the entire Honor Chapter box for $50 on the Target website. You might be able to get it a little bit cheaper. I understand for European people it's not feasible to do that, but I just kind of want to throw that out there as a cheaper option. It's $50 here in the US, that box, so yeah. Just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, I don't think you do, but if you can get it off eBay and the shipping's not too bad, I'd go for that than spending $100 and something on the box. Anyway, yes, I know, you guys got Combat Patrol magazines. I'm very jealous about that. That's not something we have here. I wish we had something like that. But anyway, I'm going to do my little spiel for end of the night and all that. I would look at used instead. It's still going to be expensive, but might not be as expensive than what it was before because of that Dawn of War box that came out. Anyway, quick little spiel. If you enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream at least 3 days a week, starting from 7 p.m. EST, going on until about 10 p.m. EST. Ando, you know I have to do this every single time. It's settle down there, bud. If you also want to be a part of the community a little bit more and chat with us more off stream or myself and stuff like that, and you want to show off your hobby stuff or yeah, just hobby stuff in general. Not just Warhammer, but any like hobby stuff. I do have a Discord. It is completely free to join. It is in the stream/video description and the channel description. It is completely free to join. I do not hide that behind a paywall. I never plan to hide any of that stuff behind a paywall. But I will say, talking about paywall stuff, I do have a Ko-Fi account or a Ko-Fi account. If you want to donate to that, it supports the channel. Everything you donate goes directly back into the channel. Everything you donate will go into getting supplies, paint, models, hiring an editor for videos. It's all for that stuff. But with that all being said, you don't have to do any of that. Just having you here, hanging out, being a part of the community is more than enough. I get on here to like maybe paint some models, be a silly goober, listen to the weird things you guys say, and all that. So, with that being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.